Hello and welcome back to another episode of MCO. My name is Eli.
JP over here.
All right, and today we're going to be reviewing night one of Summerslam. Boom! It was a pretty good show, I'll say. I really enjoyed it from the start to finish, but
Yeah, they did a good job. It was a good recovery, and I think, I think as much as people were concerned about the two-night thing and what were they going to do after, they've had some shows that haven't been exactly the best. Let's put it that way.
hey,
This one really raised. I think they did a great job all around.
Hey, and they also improved with less ads than they had at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it was great.
Don't really have anything bad to say about the show, but let's get right into it.
Yeah, man. What do you want to talk about?
All right. Our first match was between the Women's World Champion Liv Morgan versus Io Sky.
Yeah,
Now,
we were both wrong on that one, by the way. We picked EO, we were wrong, so we apologize, Liv. I never should have questioned you.
she is the greatest Women's World Champion of
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, she's pretty good. Well, let's not be ridiculous.
All time. Sorry.
I wouldn't go that far, by the way, but
I'm sorry. I had to respect. Okay.
she's okay. I mean, she's not the best,
Hey.
clearly, but
She broke the curse, I think. I mean,
great job. Obviously, she got some help from her little friends there along the way, but I'm not going to complain about it. I think it was a solid effort and great match. Great way to start it. Good.
yeah. That was one of my favorite SummerSlam opening matches in the past 10 years. That was an amazing match. That's the chemistry between Io Sky and Liv Morgan. That match went on for so long, and it rightfully deserved. Great match, and I think that
It was better than the other women's match.
Hey.
We'll get to that one in a minute.
Well, Liv Morgan is still your Women's World Champion, and I think the match went really well. Congratulations to Liv Morgan. Where she goes from here?
She and Dom still on top of the world.
Where she goes from here? I hope Stephanie Vaquera returns on Monday. But if she doesn't, they gotta find something to do with her because it shouldn't take 100 days to go defend your title.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But yeah, can't wait
Good
to see
job,
where it goes from here. And congrats to Liv Morgan. All right, up next, let's talk about the tag team match of the Usos and Jacob Fatu taking on Royce Keys, Solo Sikoa, and LA Knight.
Again, we were wrong there too, man. We're not looking good here, by the way. Yeah, great match. I thought it was a really fun. It was exciting. I mean, obviously Jacob Fatu was really cool coming out with that werewolf mask. I thought that was a cool touch.
I'm really happy with the way the Solo Sikoa is just hilarious.
Yeah,
running it back in the middle of the match. He's just funny, and him being a babyface now, I think they have to keep him like that. I'm actually kind of glad they didn't turn him heel. He's doing amazing by himself, and this match was amazing. These guys had great chemistry. LA Knight hitting that insane BFT to end the match. That was Jey Uso sold the crap out of that. That was pretty awesome. I wasn't expecting the Usos and Jacob Fatu to lose. I wonder how Roman Reigns is going to deal with them on Monday Night Raw. I don't know what he's going to have to say.
Keeping that storyline going, obviously. Royce Keys did okay. I mean, I don't think he really was. He was kind of overshadowed by everybody else.
I think that he had a really cool spot where he lifted up Jimmy Uso with one arm. He did a drop over the barricade. He thought Jacob Fatu was gonna run him through the barricade, and he just did like a over the barricade drop on him. That was pretty cool. I think that every single person got the spotlight in this match, and it was amazing. Don't really have anything bad to say about it. The first two matches of the night were amazing.
Yeah. We're 0 for 2, by the way. Let's keep going.
Yeah, we are 0 for 2 in our predictions, but I'm really happy with the way that match went. From here, Solo is going to go off, do his own thing. Maybe Royce Keys still continues the feud with Jacob Fatu, but actually maybe LA Knight still is going to try to be involved with Roman Reigns. But the Usos and Jacob Fatu are going to continue their bloodline stuff. Maybe we soon see the debut of Zilla Fatu at some point. Maybe tonight. I don't know. But yeah, good match overall. Can't wait to see where they go from here. And let's move on.
All right.
Our next match to talk about is the return of Nick Aldis to the ring. After a 3-year hiatus from being a pro wrestler, he gets his chance at Gunther.
Yeah, very credible, very good showing. You know, obviously for being out that long too. I think, you know, arguably facing probably the best wrestler right now in WWE. You know, certainly one of the most talented in terms of his in-ring ability. But yeah, no, all credit to Nick Aldis. Hopefully he continues this journey and see where it takes him. I think he's in there. I mean, he's
before we get to the Nick Aldis's match. I will say after on the post show, unfortunately, Triple H, he took his resignation letter from Nick Aldis, ripped it up, and said that his duties as general manager of Friday Night SmackDown are now back in full. Nick Aldis is now is still the GM of Friday Night SmackDown. Unfortunate, because let's get into the match, because I want to talk about how good he looked out there. He looked the part. Nick Aldis he was huge. He was like the same size as Gunther, maybe even a little bigger. But his entrance was amazing.
All around was a solid effort. I mean, I think he really showed out well, and you can't be anything but proud of it. And thinking, you know, that he is a star. I mean, he could legitimately be a superstar at this point in the WWE, easily. So, you know, we'll see where this goes. I think they're going to continue to play this out. I think the people are going to want more of Nick Aldis. So, let's see where it goes.
Yeah. His in-ring work, I think he was making some of these moments in these matches that were making the crowds like go ooh and ah, and it wasn't even Gunther that was doing all those crazy things. It was Nick Aldis, and you would think that Gunther, being such an amazing professional wrestler, would have carried this match. But honestly, Nick Aldis held his own and made it look good in the process.
I don't think there was anybody more surprised than Gunther about the level of you know, professionalism and credibility and experience and all that stuff that came to play. Like, I don't think he literally thought that he was going to be in for that sort of a match for that long with Nick Aldis. So I think it was a genuine when he said, I didn't expect it to be, you know, that competitive. I mean, I think he meant it. So, yeah, great job, man. Awesome by the both guys. And, yeah, everybody saved face. I think it was a great outing, great match.
Yeah. Nick Aldis with like pulling out those moves that we haven't seen in such a long time. His finisher, the King's something cloverleaf.
Yeah, but they screw that up every time we're trying to say it.
It's a tongue twister, man. It's a mouthful.
Michael Cole.
Hey, do not disrespect Michael Cole. But anyways, his moveset was just phenomenal, and couldn't wish anything better for this match. And it's a thumbs up in my book. I really wish that Nick Aldis would come back to be a wrestler. I don't think he needs to be the GM. I think it really showed that he still has it, and the crowd was chanting that he still had it. I think everybody believes that, and maybe Triple H and TKO is going to listen to that and get him to be in the ring full time.
Yeah, man, I hope so.
Anything else?
No, I think we're good on that one. I don't have anything else to add. It was a great match. I hope to see more of him.
All right, moving on, let's talk about the other tag team match of the night. Fatal Influence versus Brie Bella, Nikki Bella, and Paige.
I don't know when the WWE is going to learn that they just got to cut the Bellas, man. They got to get rid of these girls. All they do is bring it down. It's, you know, the audience was doing the freaking wave for crying out loud during the match because they were just so tuned out. Come on, man.
Listen,
we could do a lot better than that with what we have on the shelf. You know, now what's her name? Brie is hurt or whatever. It's just, they can't get in the ring without having some issue or problem. And I'm glad it went the way it did. Fatal Influence is a hot, upcoming new stars. They really showed out. I think they you know, hung arguably with three amazing veterans in our business, and they looked, if not better, just as good. And ultimately came out with the W. So congratulations to those three young women.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that spot where JC Jane did like that flip into Brie Bella and the stairs. That was nasty. I think her foot collided right with her face. But anyways, that was really good. Yeah, right choice. Fatal Influence winning the match against the Bellas and Paige. They are the tag team champions and the upcoming stars who need to be pushed and who are getting the push. Really happy with what went on here.
You're happy with Paige getting beat up at the end of the match?
That happened too. The Bellas did turn on Paige, and I think that's
They
rightfully,
suck.
rightfully so. Paige is not a tag team superstar.
Doesn't
She is
matter.
a single star, and she needs to be in the singles ecosystem.
Yeah.
But I think they're gonna have to scrap their plans because what was gonna go on was that they're gonna have the Bellas versus Paige, and Paige needed a tag team partner, and I think that's where they wanted to reintroduce AJ Lee to the story. AJ Lee and Paige versus the Bellas, but as you can see, I think Brie Bella may have dislocated her shoulder from what it looked like. She really didn't participate in the heel turn, even though she looked like she endorsed it, like she wanted it to happen. But really unfortunate how one Bella returns and the other one gets injured, and you can't really.
They just need to go away.
No,
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but they need to go away.
No, the Bellas are veterans and they're still good in the ring.
They're gonna go.
Along with Paige. But anyways, very good for Fatal Influence. JC Jane looked good getting the pin on Paige. Really happy with how it went down. This wasn't the best match of the night as we could have understood.
It was the weakest one of the night,
yeah,
let's be honest.
But it was still good for what it was. It wasn't bad. It was a good, solid match and what I kind of expected. But yeah, let us know what you guys thought about that match in the comments, and let's move on.
Go for it.
All right. Let's talk about the semi-main event. The wrestlers who got pushed from the main event before the night, and that is CM Punk defending his WWE Undisputed Champion.
For those of you that have been watching, maybe you remember that I was trying to tell this guy that CM Punk and Cody Rhodes would probably be the fourth best match at SummerSlam. Well, it ended up being where arguably we'll have to wait to see what tonight's matches are, but it may come down to where they're the fourth best or fifth best match of the weekend. When you're the champion, CM Punk, I'm talking about, you should not be out of the main event. That's just crazy. But that just shows you right there that CM Punk is not who they think they is. You guys are all buying into this, and CM. Look. Obafemi and Brock probably should have been the title match, by the way. If they would have replayed all this and had Brock whip the hell out of Sami Zayn, and then he would have come into this being the champion, and then they would have wrestled in the Hell in a Cell, and we could have had Obafemi as the new champion right now, that would have been a much better storyline than these two jackasses going out there wrestling each other. And then of all things, Randy Orton shows back up. Come on.
Yes, the build for Oba and Brock had a much better build because, it was kind of boring going into SummerSlam with Punk and Cody Rhodes. They couldn't tell a story to save their lives. But the star power was in this match. It should have main evented. Listen, Oba and Brock were a good match. We're going to get that into a little bit. They still put on a really good match. It was almost 30 minutes. It was like 29 minutes long. This match was amazing. It was a little slow to start. But then it got to the cool spots, the cool stuff that happened from finishers, to the outside table spots, the CM Punk attempting a fly off the rope, like a backflip off the rope, and then jumping onto the announcer's table, which was a pretty insane spot. These two still put on a great match that was main event caliber because these two are the main stars in the company, and it just wasn't their time for the main event.
It reminded me of a washed-up old veteran trying to be relevant. And trying to put himself back into the spotlight by doing some things that you just can't do. So if I'm CM Punk, and I understand my liability, limitations, and dude, stick to what you do well. Okay, let's not try to do more than you're not a luchador. Relax. Okay, you're dumb. So, but whatever. Let's see where this goes. Randy Orton obviously stuck his nose in.
Randy Orton is back.
Cody Rhodes' business, so we know where that's going. Although your boy CM Punk did threaten to slap the guy's mother, so what kind of guy does that? Anyway.
Well, I think from here, CM Punk is going to go on to face, obviously, the winner of Sami Zayn and Finn Balor, while Cody Rhodes goes on to a singles feud with Randy Orton. Randy Orton obviously did come in and cost the match for Cody Rhodes, give him an RKO that led to CM Punk getting the win. But, I'm glad that Randy Orton's back. Took a little bit of time off there from WrestleMania, where I think he was healthy. I don't know what he was doing. But glad to see Randy Orton back. I hope he goes on to beat Cody Rhodes. I think Cody Rhodes needs to stay away from the title picture for now. Leave it to CM Punk. Leave it to the other superstars that need to get an opportunity, new face for CM Punk to face. And can't wait to see what goes on.
Frankly, I'm a little tired of the both of them, but you know, I'm good with it. You know, listen, the match we kind of figured would go this way. I think we both picked CM Punk, unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
yeah, I mean,
I love CM Punk. I don't know what you're talking about. You just disrespect the man. The man is a megastar, a superstar, and you just can't understand.
Carry on.
Well, I hope the only reason I like CM Punk is my favorite. Okay, the only people that I want CM Punk dropping this belt to is A, either Finn Balor, or B, a returning Kevin Owens. If it's none of those two, then I have nothing else to say.
Man, we're really diminishing the title, aren't we?
No, Finn Balor deserves a world championship.
So, with that being said, everybody, I guess let's get on to the real main event now.
All right, let's get to the main event. Hell in a Cell, the Ruler Oba Femi versus the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar. This match was a glorified street fight. I don't think the Hell in a Cell was not exactly used to the fullest potential, but let me say the match between Brock and Oba was amazing. I wish that the Cell would have been used a little bit more. It just felt like a street fight, like I said, but still an amazing match. Brock Lesnar paying homage to The Undertaker with a sitting up and laughing in Oba's face and kicking him, and then doing a tombstone pile driver under the exposed wood underneath the ring. That was insane. Oba's head literally bounced off the wood. That was crazy. But Oba Femi did beat Brock Lesnar, and after the match, Brock Lesnar endorsed Oba, saying that he is the past and Oba is the future.
Yeah, it went well. It was a really well done, great match, great conclusion. They did everything right. I don't think there was anything where you could walk away feeling like, you know, you were gypped or bad or whatever. I mean, it was a great event. And the passing of the guard happened. The torch was passed, and now let's see what the Ruler can do.
I do wish that there was a little bit of color, a little bit of blood in this match, maybe a little bit, but it was still a really good match. Oba punching the chair across the ring was really cool. But yeah, I really enjoyed the match, and Oba Femi did deserve the win. That.
Yeah, it's like we were just saying. You know, clearly the torch has been passed. Oba is the future, obviously. And let's hope that it's an amazing run and great story. Obviously, I think the dream matchup moving forward is a Oba Femi Roman Reigns kind of collision. Maybe I think that's another huge opportunity. But yeah, very excited. It was a great match. I'm so happy Brock Lesnar went out on the high note that he did, showing that he was still the man and could do it all at this age. Even he looked amazing, and you know, he was classy, he was respectful, and yeah, man, that's what it's all about. So very impressive, great evening, great card from top to bottom, really.
Yeah, I agree. Night 1 was a huge success in my books. Looking forward to night 2 tonight. We got some great matches. As you were just saying, Oba might be looking towards Roman Reigns, but I don't know. I really like the return of Randy Orton here, but I think there might be chances for a couple more returns tonight. Maybe. Kevin Owens is in Minnesota. I know I've been talking about Kevin Owens a lot, but maybe
obsessed with Kevin Owens.
Maybe during the Finn and Sammy match, but there's still a chance. Listen, and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. You can never rule it out. His movies have been doing so great recently. I'm not no disrespect to The Rock. I'm just saying he's amazing, but I'm just saying Saudi Arabia might want that. We might get the tribal chief and the final boss. I don't know how they would lead. I think that Oba does need this match, but maybe, just maybe, we could be seeing the return of the final boss tonight. But what do you think about that? You think it's a possibility?
Yeah, no, anything's possible, really. It'd be cool to see it. I don't know how it kind of fits into the card, but yeah, no, I can't wait to get into night 2. Let's see where this goes. We'll recap night 2 shortly as well, tomorrow hopefully. And one other quick comeback we didn't really talk about too was Haku coming back as the manager of the MFTs. I think is a really cool storyline. I don't want to get off too much on that, but when we were talking about returning people, I mean,
the Bloodlines,
he's a legend, man. That dude is an animal and a legend.
The Bloodline's massive.
It's great to see him back. So
okay, well, if you enjoy the world of professional wrestling, we do too. We love making videos for you guys here. We enjoy making these videos talking about wrestling, the thing that we love, that
Hit
you
some
guys
likes.
love. Like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, go follow our Instagram, TikTok, and X. We post there all the time, and we look forward to the next video. Looking forward to night,
All right,
SummerSlam
everybody.
night 2.
See you tomorrow.
I'm Eli.
JP.
We're out.